These are directions for getting our card ready to print a project on our 3D printer. And the first thing you need to do is get a project you want to print. And here's a project right here that has just been turned in right out of SketchUp, but we can't export a SketchUp file directly. You'll see right down here below there's a thing that says STL files, and we have to convert all files to that. And it's very simple to do. So here is the file right here, the pond that we have got to change, and we're just simply going to come up here to a file, and we're going to say export as an STL file. It's going to come up and ask if we want to do the entire model, say is it okay to export it in millimeters, that's okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to save this to the desktop just so it's easy to find. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and that'll come up and we're good to go there. And I'm going to come here to my desktop, and here is our STL file. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here and I'm going to drag the STL file into here, and now we've got it where we want it. This is the only kind of file we can import into our Makerware. So the next thing we need to do is we need to launch the Makerware and come up here to File and go New, and you'll see this come up. And we need to place our STL file, excuse me, on our plate. So I'm going to say Add. And when I say Add, it's going to take me into where I want to go. And I am going to locate our drawing. So now I've gone ahead and I've located our file. We'll click on that, and I'm going to click twice on that, and it's going to say put object on platform, move to platform, and there is our piece. Now on this one, this looks like it is pretty large, so if we wanted, we could just take it and we could scale it, and we could put this on here, and we can bring this down in size, which I'll do a little bit. But anyway, we can scale that. And then we want to come to the Make button. And the Make button is going to bring up the following one. We'll go Advanced Options, and it's going to bring up these things right here. And the infill, these can all be played with, and it's kind of like your resolution. But for us, we're going to stick an infill of 15%. We're going to go 2 shells, and we're always going to go a layer height of 0.15. And now we're just going to say export it, and it's going to come out here and say, where do you want to export it to? And we want to export that out to our 3D card. So I'm going to put that, and then we will just put save. And I'll slice it up. And now it's moving that over to our card. We're in the process of having Makerware get our file ready to print right now. Okay, and once we're there, let's just double check and make sure we have it. So we'll come in here and we'll go down to our file, which is our 3D, and we'll look right there. There is our project, and that is a project that is ready to print. So now all we got to do is eject this from the computer, and now we can take the card out and we can go put it in the printer and we can print out this item. Again, we have to take the drawing, we have to convert it to an STL file, we have to import it into the Makerware and set our settings with it, which you just saw me do, and then we've got to export it, and we need to export it to the little card that says 3D. Then you need to eject it. Once it's ejected, you can pull it out, you can take the card over and stick it in a 3D printer and print your object. Simple as that. And we'll go ahead and save those changes, and we'll save that to our desktop for now. And that's it. Simple as pie.